Previously on Roll for Distraction, Proxy Error. We met the party, a group of debtors with Kronos Industries' draconian Ixian repayment program. They must do whatever the company asks to wipe away their debts, or else they face death. Alex H. is playing as Love, a scientist, Colin is playing as Antonio, a teamster, and Brian, Gerard, and John are all playing as Marines, named Mac, Parker, and Sergeant Irons respectively. They awoke from cryosleep, and the ship's computer informed them of their objective. They are to live aboard a small helium-3 mining rig called Soteria, and use it as a base of operations to figure out what happened to the nearby Lethe Research Base, which mysteriously ceased contact a few days ago. They gathered their things and moved from their ship to Soteria Base, where they met IRP Officer Green, a bored corporate middleman who will serve as their handler for the mission. They bought a few basic supplies from the company store and hopped on board an automated fuel shuttle to the LRB. Along the way, they discussed what they were all in for. Once they docked at the LRB, they stepped out into a fancy but decrepit reception area. One receptionist remained at her post, but something was clearly wrong with her. One of her eyes had two pupils, and she behaved very robotically. When Antonio attempted to hack open a door, the receptionist moved to attack him, her jaw opening unnaturally wide as if she were about to bite or vomit on him. However, she was quickly gunned down by the Marine players. Inspection of her wounds revealed no blood or organs, but rather a uniform gray material. Clearly, she was not human, but not an android either. With their mysterious attacker dead, the party prepared to explore the base further. It's episode 2.
Episode 2?
Hello, everyone. Episode 2. Mothership, episode 2.
When did we
Proxy
record
Error,
episode
Roll for
1?
Distraction. That's where we are. Episode 2. Welcome back. Couple of quick little housekeeping notes at the top. Real quick, hey, if you made it to episode 2, if you've enjoyed episode 1 enough to come to episode 2.
Thanks.
Hit the like button and all that stuff. Best way you can help us out if you want to thank us even more is to send the link to episode 1 to a friend, to other people you play Mothership with or whatever other TTRPGs you play. Say, hey, this show's pretty cool.
If you're a little light on friends, go to our Discord and make some.
Yeah.
Send it to your enemies.
Spam people with it. I don't know.
Second note of business, real quick at the top. I'm going to implement one of the house rules for next time we get into combat. I just felt like doing all 5 of you at once was a lot. So I'm going to implement one of the house rules, which is at the beginning of combat, everybody makes a speed check, and if you do good, if you succeed, you get to go before the monster. If you do bad, you go after it, just so we're not all going at once.
Okay.
That is one of the suggested house rules in the book, so I'm going to go with that. And another thing that I forgot is that you guys, your characters, you have a feature called a trauma response, essentially a unique feature to your class. Alex, the scientist.
Yes.
Whenever you fail a sanity save, which did occur, all close friendly players gain 1 stress. So not you.
Okay.
But everybody else gains 1 more stress.
Oh, cool.
For failing that sanity save.
4 out of 2.
Oh, I need to open the app.
Yeah. In the character app, you should be able to just tap on it.
I'm so glad that my sanity score is 20. Can I raise that somehow?
Technically, yes, but not within the confines of this module, most likely. Basically, what that trauma response means is when the scientist can't sanity save something, when the scientist can't rationalize something, that's stressful for the rest of you, because if the smart person can't explain it, wow, that must be real freaky, right?
Damn.
My
so
God.
you all gain 1 stress.
Except me.
For that. Except you, because you failed the save. That's just, yeah. So, that out of the way, we'll pick back up where we left off. You guys are exploring the Lethe Research Base, the LRB. You have found it abandoned, seemingly at least, and the receptionist was replaced by some sort of goo creature.
We're getting turned in the lurb.
And he killed her.
From planet Omicron Persei 8?
No, not lurb. Lurb. We're in the lurb, the LRB.
Anyway, the 2 doors opened from the room you were in, room A1. You can now access room A2 and A3. You can see just through the blast doors that are open now that the A room is smaller and the 3 room is bigger. But hey, whatever you guys feel like doing, which way do you guys want to go?
A2, the most underrated near character.
Do we even or odds?
If you want to just like peek in the doorway, I can tell you loosely what's in those rooms first, if that helps with your decision making.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay. So A2 looks to be a storage room of like office supplies and stuff. Just at a peek, quick glance in the door. A3 looks like a much larger room that was essentially the main office space. There's a lot of like cubicles and desks and stuff.
Are bullets considered office supplies?
No.
That's a shame.
But we won't be able to tell that at first glance.
That doesn't mean there aren't any in there. It's just that's
I
not
know.
what the
I
word
was just
office
because we
supplies
found
means.
an empty gun in this room, so I was like,
You sure did, in the bathroom. Yeah.
And
I would not say
and
that a
pile
gun is
of
considered
corpses,
bathroom supplies.
So.
What is this, Bioshock?
You don't have a secret bathroom gun?
Come on, you don't have a shower gun?
To go with the poop knife.
Can I sit down at the goo monster's desk?
Yeah. I don't want to
Is
spend
the goo
all
monster
forever
still
in one
there?
room. I mean, she's dead.
Is she like
Is she
pulsating?
leaking? Is she slowly sinking into the floor?
Are things
Is she
inside
turning
her
into a
No,
silver
she's
ooze
not.
to slip
She's
through
not
the bars?
melting. If that's the question, no. She's
like
she's just lying there dead like a corpse. Like I said, her internals, part of her shoulder was blasted off when you shot her. There's no muscles or bone or organ. It's just sort of this uniform, porous gray material.
Negative aura points for the lube.
But she's not.
I don't like it.
She's not deflating or anything like that.
Is her computer is it actually working? And
it's pretty heavily corrupted at a glance. It had enough function to open the doors, but that might be it. If you want to spend some time looking for something, you tell me what you would want to know. We can work that out. It might cost time, but
can I see if there's a way that I can backdoor from this terminal and get access to security cameras or a map of the facility?
Okay. I'll say that's a check, so that'll be intelligence and a computer skills check if you have that.
Okay.
And I'll say that costs 5 minutes. We'll say that's 6:45.
I rolled a 22 and mine is 57.
Okay, then 5 minutes later, I'll give you the map of the floor. Give me a second to reveal this to you guys. There you go. There is all of Sector A, business operations as it's called. A3 connects to a few other rooms, and then there's a hallway that branches off of A5 to another room that's farther down the base.
17-mile hallway.
Oh, and then there's
not actually that long.
Squiggly hallway to 4?
Stairs?
Is there
map key, the squiggly hallway means stairs or a ladder or an elevator. It's not an elevator.
Okay, it means to a different floor.
Yeah, it means up, but not an elevator.
Is there a legend to this map that says what?
Yes, in the bottom right corner of the screen you're on.
What I meant by ledger, is there a legend
specify
of
what these rooms
A1
are? No, it doesn't give you that.
A2.
It just has a floor plan. Most of the data on this terminal and likely other terminals is pretty corrupted.
I believe you're talking about a blueprint or perhaps an index or directory. Probably directory.
Yeah, directory. Blueprint. You have a blueprint.
Sure.
You don't have a directory.
Okay.
Anyway, now you can see the whole floor. Do with that what you will. Pick a room.
A2.
A2.
Search for bullets.
All right. You walk into A2. Because you enter a small room, that costs you 10 minutes of general looking around. It is now 6:55. Or it will be 6:55 as you go through this. So this is a storage room, as I said, a big walk-in storage room, sort of a maze of shelves. At a glance, looks like it's just office supplies. Anything you could need in terms of paper, staplers, replacement computer monitors, mice.
Hey, any cleaning supplies?
Probably some. Yeah, why?
Drink them.
Any bleach? Any other chemical
ammonia
agents?
Would you like? You can have a bleach. Keep in mind, reasonable carrying capacity here. But yeah, if you want a jug of bleach.
For the road later.
No,
I think he wants to use it on the receptionist goo body.
Nope.
No.
Colin knows what I'm talking about. We're not going to say it out loud, but he knows what I'm talking about.
All right. If you don't put me into it, I can't tell you if what you're planning is going to work or not. But
I can tell you that as long as the laws of physics
bleach.
work how they do in our world, it'll work.
Okay. You have 1 bleach.
Oh, are you
can
making
write that
ammonium
down in your
gas?
inventory.
Maybe.
Mustard gas, something.
I hope you guys have gas masks.
No, here's the thing.
Not all of you, anyway.
I'll explain later. Is there any...
Oh, you just got a
there's also
pool.
ammonia?
Okay.
So that's easy to find. That's just out. It's just cleaning supplies. Do you want to spend the extra 10 minutes to search the room thoroughly?
Sure.
Yes.
No objections. It is now 7:05, and you find 3 stim packs.
Oh.
Which is not bad. So whoever wants to hold on to those, or you can divvy them up however you like. There's 3 of them.
I want one.
I'll
One
take
for
one.
Alex. One for Brian.
Gerard, take the last one.
Okay.
Is there duct tape in this room?
Sure, you can have a roll of duct tape.
Tie up the woman. You don't know. She might heal herself.
No.
Are we done in the storage room? Because you come in here, you find there's no further doors, and you have the floor plan. You know there's no doors out here.
Are there any containers of any kind?
John's
Jesus Christ,
trying
man.
to make a bomb.
Shush.
As warden, as GM, tell me your plan. I demand you tell me what you're trying to do here.
Okay, so
I demand it.
my understanding of chemistry
Okay, your understanding.
From Breaking Bad.
No, not from Breaking Bad. My understanding of chemistry, if you mix certain things and have them in a container and seal them while they react, you will get a bang.
A pressure bomb, sure. Trying to think what kind of... there's filing cabinets, but they're big. You can't carry them around.
Okay, well, I'm asking for, like, a Pepsi bottle or...
yeah,
like glass bottles or something, not like...
I mean, you can even just dump out half the jug of bleach, like...
Yeah, we'll leave that to another room. We'll say that I'm thinking and building
Okay.
ingredients.
Yeah, you got duct tape. Great, congratulations. Back to A1, and then I presume over to A3, yeah?
Yup.
Okay, some time spent walking, 5 minutes backtracking makes it 7:10. And then that's a big room. The way big rooms work is that everything is tripled. It's 30 minutes for the base exploration and 30 minutes if you want to search. So now it's 7:40.
Oh, jeez. Should we just go straight up? Should we go up to A4?
Hang on, I haven't even told you what's in the room yet. Hang on. Base search, what you're looking at here, this is just sort of this is the main office space of the base, you'd guess. It's sort of a football field of cubicle labyrinth, right?
Okay, how big is the
it's
football
that
field?
big,
Just
wow.
for the people at home?
100 yards.
All right. Well, I was waiting
What the
for
fuck
Alex.
is a kilometer?
Is it a football field or a football pitch?
You get out of here with your
Football?
weird
Aren't they about the
European
same anyway?
sport.
I don't know.
Moving on.
Anyway, big ass room, a lot of cubicles and such, and then it has sort of a secondary balcony level that wraps around it. It's, roughly this hexagon shape, right? Balcony level that wraps around it with even more office space, bathrooms, and little private meeting rooms circle it, and a lot of dead bodies.
Oh.
Oh.
God, it
Love what they've
smells
done
in
with
here.
At a quick glance, you're not sure exactly what happened. It looks like a lot of the bodies were trying to run away from something. And yeah, it's chaos.
Is there any visible marks?
It's a lot to navigate.
Are they like piled by the exits, like they were trying to escape?
There's a hand when you open the door and go in there. There's like 3 or 4 immediately by the door, but then otherwise they're pretty scattered.
Okay. So this was
Are there
sudden.
any external wounds on the bodies?
Most of them, as you look over it, it seems that most of them are slashing or bludgeoning wounds, not really bullet wounds.
Were any of them goopy like the receptionist?
And as far as you can tell, these are all real people. They were filled with blood at one point.
Can we tell from looking at the bodies how long they've been here?
Pretty
How
recent.
decayed?
They're a little, rigor mortis-y, but it's pretty cool in the base. It's office cold, so they're not like super
Wait,
rapidly rotting, but they will start to rot soon. But no, they've still got all their flesh and everything, so it's pretty recent.
wait. If they're still in rigor mortis, they've actually only been dead for like
I don't know,
sub 8 hours.
Okay, a little longer than that, like probably 48 hours old.
Okay.
They're still fleshy.
At a
So-
max or a min?
Alex, what
At
are
a
the clean
mid.
room procedures for this base? Like, what is the...
I mean, there was one when you came in, but not anymore.
Well, just like, were there flies on this place?
No, there wouldn't have been insects unless they were in an experiment and escaped. There's bacteria, but
Okay.
it's unavoidable.
I'm just saying, because it's like, if there were just the occasional fly here and all these people died, it would look like one of the plagues in here.
No. You're in space, you don't have to worry about that kind of thing. Certainly there's enough microbes that eventually they'll decompose, but it'll take a while.
Buzz.
It'll take longer than normal.
I'm just picturing a Roomba trying to go under some guy's leg.
Bumping into bodies.
Anyway, nothing, no threats jump out at you immediately, just this, you're just in this former war zone, is what it is.
Should check
pretty spooky.
A4.
Calling it a war zone implies that there was a fight. This is more of a massacre.
I would like to look specifically during my search for some of the corpses of security members.
Just on your casual walk through, you don't notice any Marines or security forces among these people. It seems they were office workers and, sanitation staff and the like.
White-collar pencil
non-combatants.
pushers.
Alex, I think you should add 30 minutes if you haven't done that already. I think we're searching.
Are we doing a full search?
I think.
Do you guys want to
sounds like
know
we
if
are.
there's loot here or not?
Yes.
I vote
We
yes.
like
Wanna
loot.
search the dead bodies.
Okay, that's the 30 minutes. That puts you at 8:10. You find quite a bit of stuff in this big space. First thing, you find a submachine gun with one magazine. Does anyone want that?
Dibs.
Probably no gun boy.
Dibs.
All right.
Yeah, you should.
Standard submachine gun. It's got a full mag still.
That's great. That's way more bullets than
There
his last
is
gun had.
a broken pulse rifle, but it does have 2 magazines. So none of you have a pulse rifle, but I don't think.
What kind of magazines do those use?
Each gun has its own type of
It's
mag.
unique. Okay.
Yeah, so there's 2 pulse rifle magazines. If someone just wants to hang on to
Can I
those.
take the broken pulse rifle?
It's like broken in half.
Okay.
It's not going to do any good.
So it's not damaged,
Broken in
it's
half.
destroyed.
It's
Okay.
it's useless.
Well, John
but
found
they
the
had
duct
most of a
tapes.
magazine in it still, and then another mag on the ground next to
The
it.
duct tape.
where it's so easy. But yeah, hold on to those. There's an assorted tools, which is an item that can be used as a.
Yes, please.
There's a tools item. Yeah,
Mr. Teamster.
can be used
that
as
seems
tools.
like
but also as an improvised weapon.
your wheelhouse.
And there is 1 shotgun shell.
A single shotgun shell.
I don't think any of you have a shotgun, but
I do not have a shotgun.
just Gerard, hold on to the shotgun shell. However, while you're doing that, let me roll a die here.
Yep.
However, as you're exploring, real quick, Gerard, as you're picking
Uh.
up that shotgun shell, I've chosen you randomly for a thing to happen to you.
Huzzah.
The
You
claw!
are rifling through what you think are bodies, but then one of them grabs your arm, and you realize that
shit.
it was kind of half buried under a panel of cubicle, and it grabs your arm, and you realize that this is an android. This is straight up a robot. Not really trying to hide it. It's like a Boston Dynamics ass robot. Obvious visible metal joints and the like. It has like half a humanish looking but not very convincing skin sleeve over it, sort of torn apart, but definitely a
Looks like a
robot, and it has
Terminator.
grabbed your arm.
I love when my robots have half a humanish looking torn apart skin sleeve.
Yeah, so Gerard, you are in melee range with the evil robot. The other 3 of you, I'll say, are in close range, sort of scattered around as you're searching. Everyone, don't do this in the app. Do it with real dice. Make a speed check. Just roll a D100. Try to go under your speed, and you don't gain stress if you fail. This is just for turn order.
D100.
I
That's
beat my speed.
Beat my speed.
Okay,
need
so
to
John
go-
did good.
18.
You need to go under your speed?
You want to be under.
Oh, I did not beat my speed. I rolled a 95.
Okay, so John and Colin did good. Brian did bad.
I believe this is read as 85, which I don't think
Okay,
I
that's
beat.
definitely slow for Gerard.
I got a 70.
Alright, so Sergeant and Antonio here, you hear Parker cry out that something has his arm. The two of you can act first. You look over and see that there is a half laid down, it's sort of on its knees at this point, humanoid figure. It's dark, so it's hard to make out, but something is grabbing Parker's arm. It looks like it might have something in its other hand to hit him with, but yeah, go ahead, tell me what you want to do.
I shoot.
Colin?
Yeah, I guess I can take a shot.
Success.
Okay.
That is a failure.
Okay, Colin, you whiff with your SMG, you swing wide, and pepper the room with SMG bullets.
21
you take a stress.
damage.
88.
John, you do 21 damage, which is enough, actually, to take this thing down, because it's half damaged already.
I think I saw something in the player's handbook. What happens when you roll doubles?
That's a critical. Did you just critical fail?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
Okay, I get shot. I'm dead.
So you're
Okay,
so
it's nice
spooked
knowing
by
you
this
guys.
thing, and you miss so horribly, that you need to make a panic check.
I need to make a panic check. Hey, I get to use my trauma response.
You get to use your trauma response as a teamster, as a cool-headed man of the people. You get advantage on one panic check per session. So yeah, go ahead and roll 2d20s.
2 d20s. Where are my d20s?
Where are you?
where are you? And I'm so sorry.
I cannot not shoot my friends tonight.
I rolled. Those are not very good. I rolled a 6 and a 7.
Okay,
Alright,
so
nice
you need
knowing
to.
you
What you want to
guys.
do is roll higher than your stress. If you roll equal to or under your stress, that's bad. How much stress do you have?
I have 4 stress.
Okay. So yeah, take the one more stress for just generally failing. You have avoided panicking.
I'm not panicking.
Congratulations. As he's
But nonetheless, you
violently
were spooked.
shaking his gun.
John, on the other hand, Sergeant Irons fires his gun with excellent accuracy, takes this thing out
Sharps.
without hitting Parker,
Sergeant Irons with a steel
and,
will.
and
Get
it,
domed,
you know,
you filthy
sparks
android.
and falls to the ground. And then the rest of you don't have to roll anything, because
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
anyone like to look at the robot
Nice.
or anything?
Sure.
Considering
Yep, there
I'm
it goes.
by it, I will look at the robot.
Yeah, you get a better look at it, and like I said, it is, you know, an obvious robot.
Can I pull it out
probably
of
built for manual
the
labor purposes.
carcass pile?
Yeah, it's out at this point, yeah. Humanoid in shape and size, you know, 6 feet tall, give or take. And now it's got some bullet holes in it. More bullet holes than it had before.
Poof, 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 poof.
Is one of you good at technology that you can, like, look at its records or whatever?
I have computers. And
Well, it's got a
mechanical
computer in
repair.
its brain.
Roll computers.
Well, hang on. What do you want to do? Don't roll anything without first telling me what you want. What do you want to get out of this?
See if it's got, like, a live feed of what happened in the room or whatever.
How like ordinary are androids in this world?
This sort are pretty normal. This one is pretty advanced by the look of it. It's pretty streamlined, you know? But the idea of a humanoid robot that built for manual labor is pretty common.
Okay, so like would it be common to understand like where their like memory core may be located?
You could find it, certainly, with little difficulty. It's either in the head or the torso. Everything else is servos, you know?
Can I try and access its memory core and then
See if you can get some kind of playback.
yeah.
I will say, because it's been shot a bunch, that's going to be a disadvantage. So up to you. You're looking at it, you're realizing it's going to be difficult. Up to you
Question.
if you still want to make that attempt. Yeah.
I also have mechanical repair. Can I utilize my plus 15 for mechanical repair plus my computers plus my intelligence?
You can't do 2 skills at once. I'll let you use the better one.
Okay.
Do you want to do this with disadvantage?
Yeah, I might as well. What's the worst
Okay,
that
so
happens?
then, just like with disadvantage in D&D or whatever, it's 2 D100s, and you take whichever one's worse.
What's the worst that happens? The robot explodes and kills me?
You could panic again.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's a 19.
And the other one.
Not very good. That's an 85.
Okay, so you fail to get anything out of it. You take 1 stress for failing.
Womp womp.
You waste 5 minutes on that. It's 8:15 now. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't get anything out of it. I'll tell you one thing you do learn as you're working on it. You find some branding on it. It's from a series called an Argonaut series android, which none of you have heard of. So some new line of android.
Okay.
What weapon did it have in its offhand?
Just like a piece of scrap metal, like a sharp piece of scrap metal.
Just like a shiv. Okay.
So these things
Yeah,
aren't, like,
essentially.
armed, basically. They don't
No.
have, like, attachments.
It doesn't strike you as a war robot.
Oh, so people were
Hey.
hit by blunt objects. Could it have been hit by the robot's arms? If
It could have also been stabbed by the robot because it had scrap metal.
You would wager that these things have the strength to, pick up just about any regular-sized object and hit somebody with it. So certainly some of these blunt force wounds are from that. Some of them may have been punching or strangulation. Some of them do have slash wounds from these, sort of scrap metal machetes that they've crafted.
You said that the robot was under a pile of bodies. Did it look like the body
I did not. I said no such thing. It was under one panel of cubicle wall.
Oh.
Does it look like it has blood splatters on it?
Oh, yeah.
Is there noticeable splatters on the robot?
For sure.
Okay.
Okay, I also thought you said that it was in a pile of bodies.
No, I said Gerard found it while looking through other bodies for, the other loot you found.
Well.
The androids did it.
You okay, soldier?
Why?
Just a little shooken. Nice shooting.
That's what I do.
Do we want to go up to A4?
Yeah, so you've got coming out of here, you've got an escalator that goes up to a room that you know to be a dead end, but you could check if you want. You've got a hallway that goes to 3 rooms that are interconnected, or just a regular door that goes to this A5 room and this long hallway.
Escalators, escalators, escalators!
No objections to A4?
A4 it is.
A4.
Some wagyu.
Do we know it's an
minutes.
escalator,
Walking.
or is it just a pair of stairs now?
It is an escalator. You get to it. It is deactivated at this time, and it is
Then it is just
a little
stairs.
bit clogged up on account of all the dead bodies on it. So it's not running.
Great. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, wow, this escalator is very sticky.
I have a
boy.
question. All the dead bodies on the escalator, does it look like they were trying to go up or down?
It looks like they were trying to do both and got crushed in the middle in the panic.
What?
Like the escalator's probably shut off, as happens in an emergency, right? And
Use the stairs.
people who were in A4 tried to run out. People who were in A3 tried to run up. They yelled at each other and then got. As you're going up, there's additional androids among the bodies as well. So, but none of them wake up to attack you.
So it sounds like whatever happened all at once in all the rooms.
Seems like that, yeah. Whatever it was is sudden, certainly. Doesn't seem like anyone had any time to organize any kind of response. Anywho, you finish climbing the escalator. The escalator is not the room. You find that this is a large living quarters area for all the office workers in the escalator and downstairs in A3. A big room with a bunch of bunks and showers and bathrooms and a small recreation area and a kitchen. There's a ping pong table with no ping pong balls.
Boo!
Not really that many more bodies
0
here. It seems like
stars.
everyone tried to leave, so the room's relatively clean, but otherwise. Do we want to search here?
Yes.
Yeah.
No objections. That is a 10-minute search. It's now 8:35.
Remind me what the time thing is. It just for the sake of keeping track, or
I think we only have like 12 hours to
Oh,
search
that's right.
this area
Yeah.
or whatever, or they kill us or whatever.
that.
If you're too slow, you miss the shuttle, and something bad happens. You don't really have any reason to know, but like certainly that doesn't seem like a good idea. I gotta roll something for the loot. You find another 10 credits among the loot, which could be 2 for each of you.
Let's
To
do it.
each.
Money.
And for the ping pong table, you find one of the ping pong balls, but it's dented.
Oh, damn it!
Does anyone have boiling water? We can
Make a
fix
fear
this.
save. You can't play ping pong. No.
It's bullshit.
And that's room A4, really. That's about all I have to say on that.
Do we want to search it? Like, was there any...
You just did. That's what you just got.
We found a dented ping pong ball?
And $10.
Wow.
Sometimes the search isn't gonna be good. That's why it's a little bit of a gambit. Is the time worth it?
There's no signs of a struggle in this area. Is there more dead
Other than
bodies?
There's a handful
escalator
of bodies
clogged with
near
bodies.
the entryway.
I mean...
But yeah, it seems like everyone was trying to leave because it's a dead end. There's no escape pods or anything here.
And the bodies all look to have met the same type of end as the prior rooms.
Correct. Some kind of robot
Let's
driving situation.
leave.
All right,
Like a
we'll head
tree.
back downstairs.
And leaf.
What was that Gerard said one time? Was make like a baby and head out?
I remember that.
Yeah, I definitely remember saying that at one point. You were all like, "What the fuck?" Are you
I thought that was
like,
good.
You never heard of him?
Do we
Never
want to
heard of
do set?
It's now 9:15. You're back in A3, and there's 2 avenues you haven't gone down yet. Which way do you want to go?
A7.
Yeah, let's do 7 next.
Everyone good with that?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's sensible.
You travel down a thin hallway for a while. Nothing bothers you. 2 or 3 more bodies, but not a high traffic area. And at 9:25-ish, you come to room A7. A7 is a presentation room. A small auditorium.
Our stock portfolio.
And
for
on the projector,
company presentations.
the Man Killer 9000 program. Huh.
It's
We
like
invented the
Horizon
Torment
Zero
Nexus.
Dawn.
Don't invent the Torment Nexus.
It's like Horizon Zero Dawn. We created this thing using biofuel.
We created a self-replicating thing that eats all matter. Who'd have thunk that was a bad idea?
Let's name it the Devastator or whatever.
So no, not quite so overt. But again, there's a few more bodies in the chairs, looking at the small stage. Whatchamacallit? At the podium, or slumped next to the podium, I should say, there's a body who looked like he was in the middle of giving a presentation of some sort. And yeah, that's what you see initially at a quick glance. Also on the podium, there is a display case, like another pedestal with a glass thing, and that has been shattered. And it's empty
Nothing in
now.
it.
Oh, well. I may have been closer with my original guess and with my original jest than I wanted.
Question. Does it look like it was shattered from the inside or from the outside?
Okay, yeah, the glass is broken in. Somebody punched in to take whatever was in there.
Gentlemen, lady, I think that we are in the midst of some kind of space heist.
Just a little bit.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch,
By any chance, is the projector still running?
No. It's, like most things, broken. So, that, I'm gonna say, no matter how good you are, you can't fix because it's broken glass in the thing,
Yeah, I was just hoping that, there would be some way that we could, try and see what this dude was presenting.
Well, you guys could spend 10 minutes searching. I can tell you if there's anything interesting here. Other
Searching!
than the dead guy on the stage.
I mean,
and
if he was
handful of
giving
dead
a presentation, it's very possible that there were, paper slides handed out to people or a laptop.
Yeah.
People. Let's see if there's no objectives to,
Or
objections
notes.
to searching. It'll be 9:35 now. You guys find, first of all, off to the side of the room, there is an entrance to an elevator.
Is that white speck?
Yeah, I will reveal that. Hang on.
Okay.
Wait, that wasn't on the map?
Nope.
Secret elevator.
It leads to Norfair.
Secret
It
tunnel!
goes down somewhere. It says, over the top of the elevator, it says, comparison? You don't know what that means.
Question mark?
It leads
Just-
to the upside down.
Secret,
The word
secret,
is
secret,
comparison.
secret, secret.
All right.
Tunnel.
And also, you find, as you're poking over the dead guy on the stage, you realize that his method of death is a bit different. His whole chest is collapsed. Something big hit him in the middle.
He fought Mike Tyson.
No, he has both ears, I assume.
Yeah, his ears are fine. But you find
I shouldn't be taking pot shots at Mike Tyson.
he'll take one at you and you'll regret it.
Oh yeah.
You find on his person something somewhat out of place. What seems to be just a plastic toy helicopter, and it has an ID tag attached to it, a little paper ID tag, and it just has a code on it. It just says A0308-AE quote helicopter, and it's a small plastic sort of 20th century helicopter, sort of out of service these days.
Yeah, they don't work in space on the account of there not being air.
I feel
Yeah,
like
not really
this
popular.
would be useful.
I don't
And
disagree.
it has a small button on it. Otherwise, nothing really interactive.
Is
It's
this
a little
the key fob for
bent out of
someone's
shape.
helicopter?
No, it's a little bent out of shape. The rotors don't spin quite right.
Does this presenter have a name ID or anything that would identify who they are?
Yeah, the presenter has an ID tag on him. It just says, I'll say he's director of communications. Yeah.
Something director of communications.
Anyway, like I said, helicopter, tiny button, bent up rotors. Does anyone push the button out of curiosity?
Push the button.
No.
Sure.
Somebody's dead.
Push the button.
Okay, Parker, Gerard, you take the helicopter off the guy, and you push the button, and the helicopter slips out of your hand as it suddenly weighs what a helicopter weighs.
Oh shit.
Oh.
It goes from being a sub
It's
1
Hank
pound
Pym.
plastic
No,
toy.
they
No,
killed him.
Gerard, it's not Hank
It's
Pym.
still small.
It's Meow Capsule Corp.
It's still small. I have to point that out. It's just really fucking heavy. You can't pick it up unless you push the button again.
The Pym particles, they're being used again.
Not exactly.
They killed Ant-Man.
And when you do that, I'm going to roll something, because that made a bit of a noise. Okay, nothing happens. Gerard, I assume you push the button again and pick it back up?
Push the button again.
And then
it
it weighs nothing again. Nearly nothing.
I can actually think of some decent uses for this.
I'm sure you can figure out a use for it. It's meant to be something you use creatively. It damages the stage when you do that. It clearly is what killed this guy. It's crushed his chest.
Oh, oh no.
And otherwise, there's an elevator here you can take, or you can continue exploring Sector A. That is entirely up to you guys.
Let's finish
wrap
Sector A.
Scepter A.
Okay.
Scepter A?
Scepter.
Spectre A?
Do we want to go explore 8 and 9?
Yeah.
So you guys make your way over to A8. That kills a couple more minutes. And this was the floor's cafeteria.
Ooh.
Again, a small number of bodies here. Seems everybody was trying to run towards A1 to get on a ship or something. But this is the stinkiest room because there's rotting food.
Ew.
I was just about to ask, what's the quality of the food like here?
There might be more. So in the back, you notice that there's a counter and an open window that leads into A9, which is presumably a kitchen of some sort. And also in this room of note is a big banner. They were having some sort of company celebration, perhaps, at this time.
Nice. Banner.
And it's torn in half and just sort of sadly draping on the ground. But you see that it says in big letters, "You'll never have to work again."
Yeah.
Because you'll be dead.
Well, none of them had to work again. So.
And it's got bloodstains on it, just about
What is it,
everything
some
else.
kind of device that increases the density of objects, which could theoretically increase their caloric density, making food no longer scarce, or power, I suppose also. Huh. Oh well, above my pay grade.
Do we search the cafeteria?
Is that tied to the kitchen?
You're in
I believe
the
the kitchen
cafeteria.
is probably 9.
The kitchen is 9. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, we've been searching everything, so
Skip it and go to the kitchen?
I guess sure. Let's skip the cafeteria.
you
That's
skip
where the
past the
win the
cafeteria.
game button was hidden. Shit.
I put the super sword of death there.
Hey,
Yeah.
Alex, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it possible for us to save time? We split the party.
No.
Technically, yes, but it's really annoying and dangerous.
It wastes
And I don't
Alex's
feel like
time.
doing it.
Hold on, wait. It wastes Alex's time though.
It slows down the real world time. I mean, if you guys have a specific plan, reason you need to do that, sure. But if you're just exploring, let's just be cool and stick together. Anyway, yes, you move through the kitchen. I keep saying kitchen. You move through the cafeteria into the kitchen. In the kitchen, the lights are completely off. So it's very dark in here, except for you can put your flashlight on. There's a little bit of light coming through the window, like the counter window to serve people through. But otherwise, it's pretty dark in here. You put your flashlight on. It's eerie. It's even stinkier in here. It seems like the freezers have cut power. The base might be automated trying to save power or something. So the food is rotting. You'll see that 6 of the big freezers are labeled synthetic. One of them is labeled real. Regardless, all of them are rotted. And without having to do a search, very obvious centerpiece of this room is that there's a central table where presumably food was once prepared, and there is a corpse on that table, laid out, wearing a nice fancy business suit. But this body has been extra messed up. His head has been cut off and left on the floor.
Oh, God.
There are dozens of stab wounds in his chest. Somebody really had it out for this guy.
At the very least, put his head on the
You look
table.
over him. He has an ID card. It says Director Fredrickson.
Oof.
The boss man.
Looks like it might be a card key or something. It's a little thicker.
Director. So he liked movies. Okay.
I'm gonna say for this particular body, I'm actually gonna The book doesn't say this, but I'm going to say everybody make a fear save. Because this is, like, extra fucked up.
Crit success, baby!
Okay, you're good.
Do I have to roll above or below?
Below, always below.
What do I get for a crit success on fear?
A big high five.
I failed.
Oh, I was so close.
47.
Wait, what did I roll?
That's a stress.
I'm stressed.
28.
I rolled
You're
a
good,
96. I think
That's
I
stress.
failed. Hey,
Not a crit, still. It wasn't a 99 or an 88, but...
Doesn't Alex, because she failed her fear check, cause everyone else to fail?
That's only sanity.
Oh.
Scientists are allowed to be scared. They're not allowed to be confused. Anyway, yes. So yeah, some of you are a little bit shooketh by the sight. But yeah, you find that ID card, possibly key card by the look of it, on his body.
as stated previously, yoink.
Go ahead. Do we want to do a detailed search of the room?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck
I feel
it.
like the ceremonial sacrifice
Yeah,
room. is
the
a
ritual
good thing.
sacrifice on the kitchen table was probably
All right.
intentional.
It's 10:05, and you guys find kitchen. You find 5 MREs still sealed
Woo!
amidst the otherwise spoiled food.
Everybody add an MRE.
And yeah, this is definitely a dead end. Your search, you don't find any hidden exits or anything.
Got some grub though.
You found food, you found a key card, probably. And you do know that there is a locked door in this sector, so if you want to check that, you can. Otherwise, you can take the elevator, or you can leave. I don't know. You guys are in charge. Where do you want to go?
I mean, we have a little time to kill. Do you want to just search cafeteria? Just for shits and
Yeah.
giggles?
For giggles.
Okay. You move back, climbing over the rubble and such. You spend another 10 minutes looking around, and you find jack shit. Actually, in the cafeteria, I'm going to roll on the random loot table. There's no set loot, but I'm going to use the random loot table.
The Sword of 1,000 Truths.
There was a nerd among the staff here, because I'm going to say Alex, I'm going to say you find it. You find a full set of 7 polyhedral dice.
Hey! I like it. They're mine
A
now.
D4, D6, a D8, 2 D10s, 1 percentile, and a D12 and a D20.
Eat them.
We just found MREs. You don't need to eat the dice.
No, but I want them for fun.
It's
What are you, my
but
cat?
they're so colorful.
What are you, Mike?
No, we haven't found any crayons for you yet. Just wait.
Now where you're going.
Well,
A7?
we did
A7.
7.
Should we take the elevator to
We have
7?
A5 to search still, and then there's an elevator or a hallway to A6. And it looks like at the bottom of A6 there's also an elevator. And an airlock.
So I vote A5.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do A5.
We move over there. That kills some time. 30 minutes for the big room, and then 10 for the little room. It is now 11:05.
Ooh, we have 6 hours, 55 minutes.
And this room is definitely a bit more of the carnage.
Ew.
Let's see, where are we?
Oh,
A5.
more.
So the room's kind of split in half by a big wall down the middle, and the side that you guys come in on is a security checkpoint. There's like a metal detector. It's like a mini TSA checkpoint, right? There's a metal detector and an X-ray machine that leads through to the next room. The other side, sort of half cordoned off, is a barracks for presumably the security. There is a handful of Marine bodies, like soldier bodies. Their armor is useless. Forget about it. It's all scratched up, roughed up.
Damn it.
A handful of the dead androids as well. The barracks side has 30 bunks, and 8 of them have bodies with slit throats.
Oh,
In the
that's
bunks.
fun.
Uh-oh, this was a coup.
Coup d'etat.
And conspicuously, all these dead Marines, while their damaged armor is still on them, no guns.
But the slit throat ones don't have damage? Like,
They weren't wearing it.
that's fair.
They were asleep.
Let's search
Is
the
there...
room.
Yeah, is there an armory?
If you guys want to spend the time digging through,
Yes.
we can do that
Let's do as
That'll put
thorough
you
of a search as we can here.
at 11:15. Yeah, it seems like whoever did this, the robots perhaps, took pretty much everything of use. You do find one thing that they missed. There is one frag grenade on one of the dead Marines out in the security area that they forgot to take, it seems. So somebody can have a grenade.
Brian, you want a fragmentation grenade?
Sure. Sure.
I'll take it.
Alright, Drew will take it.
Oh damn! All right, I was trying to give Brian a frag. See how that
Nope.
would go. But okay.
And yeah, that's it in this room. You do notice that you can see a short distance down the hallway there is a big, very heavy-duty blast door.
Hey, convenient for the frag grenade.
No, you why don't you go up to it?
Is the blast door sealed, or is it?
It is closed, and it has a scanner pad, like a little.
Hey, we picked up an ID card, didn't we?
You
From
sure
Headless
did.
Horseman.
What do you know?
Scan it.
Beep.
Beep beep. It opens. It's a bit screechy. I'm gonna roll something. Hang on. Okay, nothing. Anyway, you walk down the hallway. It is not actually as long as it appears on the map. That I just had to do that to make it fit. It kind of goes back behind, and you come to room A6. It's now 11:25. So this is sort of the C-suite executive offices and quarters. The main door, the main area is a sort of a meeting room with a long table, and much like the Director Fredrickson, who you picked the ID card off of, there are 4 more corpses here who are especially messed up, like all beheaded again, many stab wounds.
Like this was
Total
done
bloody
with
mess in here.
intentional,
God, what's
basically.
with the beheading?
There's also smaller side offices and meeting rooms. There's bedrooms for all these people. And their individual offices are labeled director. You met him already. Head of HR, head of research, head of security, and something called Cloud Bank consultant.
The cloud?
Maybe someone from another company who's doing consulting. Also at the back of the room, there is a airlock, and you could, in theory, call your shuttle over here, so you don't have to walk all the way back.
Nice.
Checkpoint. Nice.
Checkpoint reached.
Somebody got a fucking overkill in this room. Oh.
There's another elevator similar to the one in A7. This one is labeled manufacturing. That's a little more clear than comparison. And over the word manufacturing is a sloppy message scrawled in blood that says, "You abandoned us."
Oh.
I'm going to say that's another fear save. Just seems right.
I've seen worse. Can I use my military training to be like, I've seen worse?
No,
82.
because you
I fucked
haven't.
up. I am at 5 stress.
Success.
65. I'm at 7 stress.
I'm at 5 stress. You're at 7?
That's 58.
Yep.
I stressed. Hold on.
I stressed.
Does this count as panicking? No, panicking's a separate thing.
Yeah, I'm finally not afraid.
You did it? Okay.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Oh yeah, Gerard, when you, me, or Brian panic, the rest of us need to make a fear save, so.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah. Because if the idea being that if the big tough Marine dude is panicking, like, oh shit, it must be real bad.
We could create a cascading failure where if one crits and then another crits and then another crits,
Oh,
we all just
God, no.
fucking lose
That's sort of a
Domino
checks and
effect.
balance, because it's tempting to just have a party of entirely Marines and just steamroll stuff with combat. But if one of you starts panicking, yeah, that's all the things of note. There's the elevator, the bodies. Do we want to spend the time searching?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the executive room. I assume there's a safe in here with some cash,
Not exactly.
gold bricks,
You
diamonds.
do find some
Diamonds.
stuff nonetheless. One of you will find a tranquilizer pistol. Or
Oh,
tranq
I have
pistol.
one of those already. Somebody else take it.
It only has 1 shot left, but nonetheless, there's a tranq pistol.
I'll take a trank pistol.
That was not helpful against the robots. And then the other item that you find is one of them had a fancy watch. Might be worth something. Not of immediate use.
I'll take that.
Okay.
That goes into the general fund.
Well, that's if you can even sell it. But maybe don't sell the watch of the dead executive at their own store. Like... and that's it. You guys have pretty thoroughly picked clean Sector A here. You could hop on the elevator, or excuse me, not the elevator. You could hop on the shuttle from here. You can call the shuttle to this place. It only takes 10 minutes to fly over. It's late enough that you can leave early. The shuttle has finished unloading its fuel load. So we can go back to Soteria and wrap up there and maybe deliver your report. to the Ixian ship computer,
There could
or
be
you
more
can
stuff.
keep going.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does the shuttle have communications with the other station?
When you get close, yes. Officer Green explained that there was some sort of interference that prevented them from getting in contact with the base. So
Probably the debris field.
yeah, probably also has to do with whatever that debris field you flew through was. So once you get part way out, you could probably talk, but it's pretty far.
Okay.
You're talking about the rings of a gas giant distance.
Yeah, no,
it's pretty far.
it's a 6-hour trip in space that you told us that part.
Yeah.
Okay, team. Do we want to keep exploring or return, give a report, and see what they say?
I
We should
say
keep
let's go
exploring.
to A7, take the elevator, and see what I'm assuming Sector B is like. If there's a ton of rooms, we'll explore another day. If there's like a few, I say we just look through them real quick.
I say, so how much time has actually passed so far that we've been here, Alex?
You got here at 6 a.m. It's 11:35, so almost 5.5 hours.
Oh, we got time.
So yeah, I guess in theory
Yeah.
we still have
You've
like
used a
still have-
little.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the
7.
time you walk back down to A7, you'll have used half your time.
Okay.
Why don't we just go down the elevator that's right here?
I don't know. Something about the in the sign scrawled in blood says maybe we should.
Not.
But I'm curious.
You
All
go
right.
be curious and you die.
Do we
Have
want
fun.
to
Hey,
let
it's our
curiosity
funeral.
kill the us?
Not me.
Yeah.
You do also have that your objective is to,
Sure.
try to restore the station or whatever. That seems unlikely. You can just go tell the computer like, "Hey, shit's off. What should we do?"
Yeah.
That's also an option.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I think we may want to just go tell them it's fucked and they'll give us an objective.
Because
it's
you don't
gonna be
know
to
what
go
to
in
do
the
at this
basement.
point.
I mean, we can check down A7, and then I would say we go back. No sense in
But if
Dying.
both elevators go down, aren't we gonna eventually lead to where this elevator goes?
We don't know. We don't know what's.
Hey,
if anything's
I'm
going
not
to
telling you that.
sense.
It's a whole maze down here, man.
Are there any like heavy like steel plates or anything that we can as a group move to put up against this elevator door?
There's a big old table
Cool. Can we put the big old table up against it and then
against the elevator to manufacturing. Yeah.
yep,
Sure.
and then a bunch of other things, and then I'm gonna
Yeah, chairs and whatever else.
yeah, and then I'm gonna take that helicopter, put it on
Oh,
the
no.
ground, and press the button so that if the robots do come up the elevator, they can't shove all the rest of this shit out of their way.
Colin,
That's fair.
if the elevators connect down there at some point, and we get blocked out from coming up the other elevator, then we also
That's
will not
prevent
be
you
able
from going
to.
up.
Well, yeah, we don't know if that's the case, but we might block ourselves down there if something
That's
happens.
you know what? That's a calculated risk.
Okay.
Democracy. Do you guys want to blockade the door? And also use your weird magic helicopter?
Okay.
I think a good idea.
I still want to go down the elevator.
I am disinclined to acquiesce to either of those requests.
Listen, we're Marines.
Some
That's
big
a
words
lot
for
of
Marines.
words.
It's from Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm sorry, my intelligence is 43. Excuse you.
It's actually pretty good. All right, I'm gonna. You guys have been sitting here debating for a while.
How about we just block
I was
it
gonna
with
say, how
the
about we
table?
block it with the table and the table,
we take
or
the
table.
helicopter with us.
The helicopter might come in handy later. We could just block it with the table and all the other pile of crap.
Yeah,
Fine.
and then vote. Do you want to go back to the main part of Sector A and see what's down the elevator, or go back to Soteria and deliver your report and get an objective?
I
A7
say head to
elevator.
Soteria.
That I was gonna say, like, we can just go check down the elevator and then come back.
Yeah, that's what I want to check. I wanted to check. I just want to
Alright,
see
we can
what's
do that.
down there, and then we don't have to explore. I just want to see.
I'd
Death
like to
is
see
down
what's
there.
down A7.
Let me just roll some dice for you guys' running back. Nothing happens. You walk back
That's my
to
favorite.
A5 through A3 through A7. It's eerie and spooky, but nothing accosts you. You go down the elevator and emerge in a new room. You emerge in Sector B comparison. Whatever that means. You don't know what we're comparing. So, room B1 is a bit of an enigma.
Like the inner workings of my mind.
My mind.
Looking to your left, you see a really standard office space. Desks, tables. It seems like a somewhat of a scientific sector, so there's some charts on the walls that you don't immediately understand at a glance. And looking to your right, you see an exact mirror of the left side of the room.
Well,
But like a little warped and messed up. The text on the charts is completely illegible and like melted a little bit together. The desks and chairs are misshapen. Everything's just kind of a little bit wrong with the right side of the room, but the layout is a perfect mirror of the left side of the room.
Do we
Actually,
appear...
real quick, because this is freaky and weird, it says here in the book, sanity save. Not fear, sanity.
success!
Okay, the scientist succeeded, so that's good.
I'm at 6 stress.
Ooh.
Oh no,
That critical fail.
I also crit failed. I rolled a 33.
I also crit failed.
Oh no.
I failed.
Hey, Brian, you regular failed?
regular
Just take
failed,
your
yeah.
stress.
How am I the only one that
All right,
made this out?
one at a time. Colin, you crit failed.
Yep.
Roll a panic check. You don't have advantage.
I'm panicking! I failed.
What'd you get?
Wait, I rolled a 2.
Okay, that's not bad. Your panic effect is just that you're now very nervous. You gain 1 stress. That's not bad. Could have been a lot worse.
I'm now at 8 stress.
Gerard,
Yes.
roll your panic check, please. It's a d20, and you want to get...
Panic. Success.
Okay, you don't panic.
15.
You're fine.
Okay, and I will roll mine.
John.
12, success.
Okay, you guys managed to keep it together.
And not set off a chain reaction.
And not set off a cascading
off a
chain
horrible
of,
chain
of
reaction.
psychosis. Of
Ah!
psychotic
Antonio, when you get into the room, you see this sort of weird asymmetry thing, and you're getting a little bit of... Your heart rate's up, you're freaking out a little bit, you're doing some heavy breathing, mild panic attack, but you manage to keep it under wraps, and nothing horrible happens, but it's definitely not fun.
Negative. No.
This whole situation.
So, as I was going to ask before you told us that we had to roll for all
Yes.
this, when you say that the other side of the room is like weird asymmetrical replication of
Yeah.
our side of the room, do we appear on the other side of the room?
No. The elevator comes out right in the middle of it. There's no people here. No bodies either, actually, in this room. It's a little messy, and the lights are a little flickery, but otherwise it's pretty okay.
Well,
I want to do a little experiment real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
I was gonna say, this seems like a reasonable place to turn back and alert the people we're working for that something is very f***ed here.
I just want to see one little thing.
I'm going
Okay.
back to the elevator. Let's all start
You can
walking.
there
stay
like
by the
a-
elevator. The room's not that big. Go ahead.
Is there like
Parker?
so one of the chairs, like one of the misshapen chairs?
Sure.
Wants to move something
on
and
the
see if it
weird
moves
side.
inside.
On the right side.
No. I want to shoot the chair.
Okay.
Bang.
What are you looking for here?
I want to see if the chair is made up of the same material as the lady from the reception.
It's a
Just
mimic.
1 second. Yeah, you fire a bullet through the chair, and yeah, actually, the generated objects in this
the room
room
is alive with the sound of weird goo.
Yeah, all the objects on this side of the room, the loose objects at least, seem to be made of that material. The outside feels about right, but as soon as you get more than, a millimeter deep into
Skin
them, yeah,
deep.
it's that gray sponge material.
Very interesting.
Doesn't really have a smell to it. It's not acidic in any obvious way. It's just kind of neutral, but yeah.
Where's the SCP Foundation when you need them?
Right?
They're
You're
here.
it.
This is
You're
it.
buddy.
No,
Hey, buddy,
us.
this is the SCP Foundation. They've effed up and we got sent here.
And yeah, you realize that whatever happened to that lady, it can happen to other stuff too, and that's freaky.
Great.
Yep, I'm going into the elevator. I'm
All
done.
right.
Put the thing back where it came from,
Let's-
so help me.
So help me.
Let's
And
leave.
see.
this point, it's probably about 12, and then you guys work your way all the way back. I need to roll a couple things for your journey back. Let's see.
We're gonna die here.
One thing does happen. As you guys arrive back at room A1.
Steak sauce.
I was going to say the same thing.
The initial reception area where we started out.
Lady's gone.
No, she's just sitting back at her desk like nothing happened.
No, her corpse, quote unquote, is still there. You hear a low rumbling horn sound of sorts, kind of like an Inception horn, just a wah, wah, that echoes through the base. And as you're walking, there's in the lobby, there's like TV monitors. None of them are on, but you see one of those TV monitors get replaced by a weird warped copy, much like what you just saw down in the comparison.
Dude, this is some legit SCP Foundation backroom shit right here.
Can we leave now?
Can we turn the TV on and see what it said?
Nobody's leaving.
As you're on your way out, because this is the first time that this has happened, that you've seen this horn and this weird magical effect. I do need a fear save for the first one of these, at least.
Failure.
Fail.
we just see another TV show, be like, oh!
Did everyone just fail?
Yeah.
Yes.
Failure.
Okay, you're all frightened. You're all scared. I mean, if there's no crits, great, whatever. But
We're all scared.
Does that gain stress?
There's a loud noise.
that's just a stress,
Okay.
because you just saw something that shouldn't be happening.
This is
That's
freaky
weird.
deaky, man. Another television.
Might change that to sanity save. And then, you're like, holy shit, what the fuck was that? And you all run into the fuel shuttle.
I gotta get out of here.
Initiate decouple. Get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you punch the launch button, it seals up behind you, and you fly away back to
Hold on.
Satir.
Do any of the chairs on the ship look puffed up?
The ship's fine.
Okay.
Shoot the chairs. Shoot all of them just in case.
Don't shoot bullets inside the fuel shuttle. It's full of fuel.
It shouldn't be full of fuel. It just fucking refueled the station.
Okay, it has enough fuel.
Where's the shuttle pilot? Does he have enough eyes? Gives the right correct number of eyes?
First off, it's the correct number of pupils.
Antonio does not look good right now. I'm currently rocking 9 stress.
It's pretty high for your first outing.
I'm at 7. What's everybody else at?
I'm also at 7.
8.
I'm at 6.
6
Wow,
is our
Alex
lowest.
is the calmest out of all of us.
Well, she's the calmest out of all of us because we took one of her stress.
She's like, yeah, weird mimic things. I've seen this before.
11 times.
It's just science.
Anywho, yes, you fly back to Soteria. Any banter on the ship as we go?
Nope.
No.
I'm carefully looking. I'm carefully
Stunned
looking at
silence.
everyone's pupils to make sure that they have the correct number.
You spend the shuttle ride checking each other over to make sure that you're all still real. Everything seems fine. You get back and hop off the shuttle, and Officer Green is there with his couple Marines. They again direct you to deposit your weapons into a secure box. And
He
he's
just
like,
sees us and is like, "What happened to you guys?"
you guys seem well, you're all in one piece. That's good, but you seem a little spooked. What happened over there?
Seen things,
Some
man.
shit.
The walls are coming
See
out of the
things.
walls, man.
Antonio's just
Game
kind
over,
of
man.
curled up in his chair.
Okay.
Son, you're gonna want to get out of there. You don't want to hang out in the shuttle.
There's some sort
Safe
of
in here.
I can't go back.
anomalous replication happening.
And also the androids went nuts. I
That
think.
too, but I feel like that might be a symptom of the anonymous replication.
Oh, it's anonymous now. I thought it was anomalous.
Yeah, whatever.
Same thing.
I'm stressed, man.
I got like 7 stress, man. I'm freaking out, man.
Officer Grade is like, all right, well,
I know that sounds insane.
yeah, well, you know,
Get a hold of
I'll
yourself,
take your word for it.
Do you have like a GoPro we can take? I assume GoPro still exists.
I go type that up into your ship computer, and it should give you a new directive.
We just write shit's puffed.
Shit's off, yo. Elaborate. Shifting shapes in the darkness.
Is
a bleak mirror that we're not sure if it's what's real. And the genocide that was happening too.
You walk back over to your ship.
X2.
Quote unquote, your ship.
Let's go and give it to you.
The ship you flew in on. And you go into there, you go to the computer screen, and it's already got a progress bar on it going that says analyzing recordings. And it's almost finished.
Oh good, it's recording. Okay.
Just a few minutes later, you guys get some new directives. I will post these up for you in a second. So, you get a new set of directives, and it reads as thus. The LRB appears to be broadly unrecoverable. Your new objective is to retrieve the memory core of the base's AI, Clio. The core is a black icosahedron, that's the D20 shape, a black icosahedron approximately 1 meter across.
Jesus.
1 meter?
Damn.
That's
3 feet.
That's
pretty
a
big.
You get a
Yes,
fucking hand truck? Like
Big fat ass supercomputer processor, takes up some room. The location of Clio's core is need-to-know information, only possessed by a few essential staff of the LRB. You will need to find clues to its location or search the whole base. Preventable loss or destruction of Clio's core is considered mission failure and will result in termination. Other damages to the LRB or company assets are considered acceptable losses. The core is the only priority.
great.
am I hearing weapons free on everything except the cube?
And then outside of the bullet points in plain text again. The LRB was also a storage facility for many anomalous objects.
Of course.
The majority were kept in a vault sector, but given the chaos they may be scattered. They resemble ordinary objects, but exhibit physics-defying properties. Return these to company personnel on board Soteria to be paid 10,000 credits for each, 1,000 credits if damaged. You may also use any equipment, guns, medicine, etc. you find in the LRB, and can sell excess items back to the company on Soteria. You may spend the credits on equipment to assist in further exploration of the LRB, or to pay your debt. Credits will be stored digitally on a blockchain associated with your identity, and are not transferable to other crew members in the event of death.
Of course it's on a block.
Any leftover will be released to you upon completion of your contract. In the event of your death, this balance will be subtracted from your debt before your debt is transferred to your next of kin. Equipment is transferable as needed and desired. Yeah, so new objective, find the base AI's computer, and you're realizing that you may have found one of those anomalies, the little toy helicopter.
Let's sell it.
10 grand, alright, sick.
Do you want to sell it, or do you want to keep it to maybe use as a sudden weight to drop on things?
I mean, 2 grand is a solid.
It's 10.
Yes, but it's
10
2
grand.
grand each.
Oh, sure.
Unless it's 10 grand each, in which case, yeah, probably
No.
sell it.
Everybody's cool with that? You don't want to keep the heavy
I
copter?
say we keep it. We should keep these models
I was-
just in case.
Well, maybe can we keep it for now and then sell it once we know we don't need it anymore?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Alright, keep for now. And yeah, that's about where we'll wrap things up. What we'll do next time is you guys will head back over and proceed with this new objective. You'll start the hunt for the Clio AI core. And then so again, everybody, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, hope you enjoyed. Guys, give me something to tell people to do in the comments.
Check to see if your office chair is normal.
Yeah.
Everybody in the comments, let us know what happens when you shoot your office chair with a gun.
Don't do that. No,
Don't do
that's
that.
not
Don't do
what I
that.
said. That's not
do
what I
that.
said.
If you had to rate your stress level on a scale of 1 to 10, what number would you give it?
Desktop.
1 to 20, actually, but yes. Yeah, how much stress do you guys have in real life?
Yeah.
A lot.
It's over 9,000!
Oh my
no.
god.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.